The rise and long rule of Yoweri Museveni in Uganda. 1. From rebel leader to president. In the early 1980s, Uganda was facing political instability after the fall of Idi Amin and the controversial elections that brought Milton Obote back to power. Yoweri Museveni believed the elections were unfair. In 1981, he started a guerrilla war with a rebel group called the National Resistance Army, NRA. The war mainly took place in central Uganda, especially in the Luwero Triangle. After about 5 years of fighting, Museveni's forces captured the capital city, Kampala, in January 1986. At that moment, Museveni became president of Uganda and promised to bring peace, unity, and development to the country. 2. Rebuilding and gaining support. When Museveni took power, Uganda's economy and institutions were very weak after years of war and dictatorship. His government introduced economic reforms, encouraged agriculture, education, and foreign investment, and worked with international organizations. Over time, the economy began to grow, and the country became more stable. Museveni also introduced a political system known as the movement system, which limited party competition for some years. His supporters believe this helped prevent political divisions. Because of increased stability and economic improvement, many Ugandans supported his leadership during the early years. 3. How he stayed in power for decades. One major reason Museveni has remained in power is changes in the constitution. Uganda's 1995 constitution originally limited presidents to 2 terms. However, in 2005, Parliament removed the term limit, allowing Museveni to run again. Later, in 2017, the presidential age limit was also removed. This meant Museveni could continue contesting elections even after age 75. He has continued winning elections through his political party, the National Resistance Movement, NRM. Opposition leaders such as Bobi Wine have criticized the system, arguing that elections are not always fair. 4. A leader who shaped modern Uganda. Since 1986, Yoweri Museveni has remained one of the longest-serving leaders in Africa. Supporters say he brought stability after years of chaos and helped develop Uganda's economy and infrastructure. Critics say staying in power for many decades can weaken democracy, but there is no doubt that Museveni's leadership has strongly shaped the modern history of Uganda. Simple conclusion: Museveni has ruled Uganda for nearly 40 years because he came to power through a successful rebellion, built a strong political party, maintained security support, and oversaw constitutional changes that allowed him to remain in office. If you want, I can also create a powerful story comparing Yoweri Museveni and Bobi Wine that many people in Uganda talk about today. Please don't forget to subscribe.